So in this video, I'm going to be looking at Fans Toys FT10 Pheonix. So he's been out a little while, but I love him. So I wanted to spend a little bit of time having a proper look. So I no longer have his box because there's a whole space slash do I keep the box issue, and I have no space, run out, so the box is gone. But he does have a blaster, which it's a big old gun. He also comes with his instructions and a card with some tech specs on it. Obviously, this is a third-party homage to Skyfire. Now, I'm calling him Skyfire because I consider Jetfire to be the toy, which was the Diaclone toy, and then obviously for the cartoon he was different, and this is very clearly a representation of the cartoon model. Other than he's absolutely chuffing massive, what can be said about him? He's spectacular. I have no idea how I'm going to keep him all in film, but let's move the camera around. So there is his beautiful face. I have wonkily put a little Autobot sticker on him. Cockpit detail. He's just absolutely astonishingly good. Articulation wise, the head goes out of shot, but it does go up and down, left and right. It's not on a ball, so there's no wiggly waggly or anything like that. He can give a cuddle. These arms go all the way around. 90 at the, well, more than 90, that's a really, really deep elbow bend. Individually articulated fingers, which are pinned. I think they just wanted to make a toy with no mistakes. There isn't any waist articulation, but if you untab bits and bobs, you can get a bit of wiggle, but not really. Legs, that far, back, that far, and the toes, which are nice and die cast, are quite poseable themselves, as left and right and wiggly waggly. He's just a really special figure in looks and aesthetics. Now, comparisons. Let's bring in old Hot Rod. So I did a review of Hot Rod not so long ago, and I did say that I was disappointed with Hot Rod, Hoodlum, and people said maybe I should give him another chance. So I have given him another chance, and yes, he's better than I first thought. But I think my disappointment with Hoodlum is because this figure is like a 9.5, 10 out of 10 figure. He's just, you know, great. And he is, I mean, Hot Rod is a bit flopsy. So I think that was my disappointment with him, is because they're capable of doing figures like this. So when they release a figure that's not as good, then I feel like they've not really made the effort. But no, Hoodlum is better than I first suggested. Here he is with Magic Square's Light of Freedom. And here he is with Masterpiece Skywarp. So he's a big old chunk of a robot. Masterpiece Skywarp just will not stand up. Yeah, there is a lot you can do with this guy. Posability. My daughter picked him up and she was playing with him the other day, which was like, I was like, ooh! And it was nice that she gravitated straight from there, you know, avoided the box of what with my figures, I have a box that I consider toys, which is like the official toys. Like it's the Power of the Primes, Combiner Wars. There's a load of Combiner Wars in there and things like that. And then I have like the collector's pieces, the proper ones, which is guys like him. So my daughter comes in, she breezes past the toy box, she looks in, you know, goes through them, and then she keeps turning her head because she's looking at this guy. And this was who she wanted to mess around with. Couldn't really blame her. But he is spectacular. So I'm going to get him transformed up and see what he's like in jet mode. And here he is in all his enormous glory. I've forgotten to turn the light on. There we go. Here he is. He's a beast. Transformation is actually quite fun. Now, in the spirit of honesty, the first time I did transform him, I did mistransform him, of course. I forgot to pull out the under die-cast pace, but other than that, I pretty much got it. He certainly looks the part. Got his landing gear. Rolls really nicely. And for a Fans Toys figure, he's actually quite fun to transform. Someone with my Hoodlum, I didn't even bother transforming it, so I have now transformed Hoodlum. Hoodlum, although yes, he's actually pretty cool. I'm going to have to admit the car mode is actually really good, but he is not fun to transform. I did not enjoy it. Getting the clips down the side done was fiddly. I mean, again, probably my fault. Probably, put the blame squarely at my hands. But anyway, this isn't about him. This is about this. Let's get a few more figures in for size comparison. So there he is with, obviously, Hoodlum. Here he is with FT10. Peru Kill, because you can never have enough Peru Kill in your life, because he's still one of my favourite figures. And I've got, oh bloody hell, his wings have come untapped again, a Make Toys Skycrow, who's obviously the same size as a Masterpiece Starscream or Skywarp, or Masterpiece Seeker mold size. So as you can see, he can, with landing gear out, can go underneath his epic wingspan of Skyfire or Pheonix. Yeah, let's have a think. Final thoughts. Pheonix, if you're a Fans Toys collector, if you're a Generation 1's collector, if you're just a fan of transforming figures, Pheonix is an absolute 100% must-have figure. He is spectacular. I believe they've just re-released him as well, for those interested, or with like the cartoon colour or the X colour, whatever it is. But I saw someone had both of them, and neither of them, I couldn't see any difference from the pictures, to be perfectly honest. He is glorious. Yeah, absolute, without a shadow of a doubt, must have. My Road King is arriving soon, and I hope he's as much fun to just fiddle with, and I guess play with, as this guy is. Alright, that's it from me and Pheonix.
Robot.